half-time at Yankee Stadium in City's second US pre-season game. It is City 1, Milan 2. Well, let's go back to the studio and alongside Natalie Pike, David James and Keith Curle. Natalie, over to you.
Welcome back to Matchday Live. So it is half-time, City trailing AC Milan 2-1 at the break. And you may have noticed the eagle-eyed amongst you. We have had a change in the studio. So I'm still joined by Keith Curle and by David James. But we're in the new third kit. Well, at least Keith and I are. And David is so lovelily, is that a word? Lovelily modelling the new third kit zip-up. Love it. It looks great on you.
Thank you very much. It's Keith was complimenting me. Must bring out the colour in my eyes.
Does it bring out the colour in his eyes, Keith?
I think it's very David.
Goes with the socks. Definitely goes with the socks.
Do you like the shirt?
Yes, I do. It's snug, nice material, very nice feel.
So the new third kit, which came out yesterday, FG will be telling us a little bit later on about why we have had a sudden kit change at half-time. All will be revealed very, very shortly. So it is 2-1, as we said, at half-time to AC Milan. A brilliant opening goal, though, for City. A goal that was made in Norway. Oscar Bobb to Erling Haaland. David, it's fair to say, I think, that Oscar Bobb is the standout player of this pre-season so far.
I think he could be player of the pre-season so far, after following on from the great form that he showed in the game against Celtic. I think, and I'm pretty sure I've said this on the show, I mean, I love the guy, Oscar Bobb, that is. I think it sounds really wrong given there's only a few years between them, but it's like the next Phil Foden. I know it was mentioned in commentary there, his touch is superb. I think it was Joleon and Shaun were talking about the goal against Newcastle. His first touch is so good, and every time he's picked the ball up in this game, he's just wanted to run at people, and it's not to create a goal for himself, it's to create the space for someone else to score, like he did against in the Celtic game for Peroni. Very similar in effect, getting down the right-hand side, cutting back onto the left. Erling with another goal.
Another goal.
Another goal.
The footwork from Oscar Bobb there, though, Keith, how quick he was. It was lovely to watch.
Yeah, and if you look back at the VT, gets a yard on the player, and then he has a quick look. So he's not just there just lashing it into an area. He has a quick look and just slides it a good way.
Right, I'm looking for this. So a quick look.
Yep.
Hold on. Right, it's coming.
There takes him on. Just
quick look.
There.
Yeah. Spots his Norwegian counterpart.
Yeah, just rolls it onto the penalty spot, knowing that a good centre forward is going to be there to tap it in. But no, direct, picking the right time to go and expose somebody and commit somebody, and then a composed assist.
It really feels like, so far, obviously we're only a game and a half into a 4-game pre-season tour, but it really feels like Oscar Bobb is taking this opportunity with so many of the first-team players not there. He is not only taking it, David, he is grabbing it and claiming it.
As he did last season. As I say, you know, last pre-season, there was something about him where you're going, is he going to get the chance? And all the things that Keith was saying in the build-up for the game was, you know, what does Pep look at? What's he looking for? What does he want to do with individual players? And I think last pre-season, the question similarly was, would Oscar Bobb be put out on loan to do something somewhere else, and then maybe, you know, feature later on in his contractual commitments to Manchester City? But Pep kept him, and when he got his opportunities playing in the first team, he did fantastically well. So I'm not surprised by what I'm seeing here. What I'm enjoying is the fact in 2 pre-season games he's been head and shoulders a standout. I mean, Shaun Wright-Phillips, head and shoulders a standout player for Manchester City. So if this is him in pre-season, you know, I think what have we got to come and look forward to?
Pep had the same thing with Phil Foden as well, wasn't there? Because there was a lot of talk about people saying, "Oh, Phil, he needs to go out on loan, And Pep was like, "No, he's staying here. He's staying here, learning his trade, training with the first team group." He said, and Pep said, "I want him here." That might be the same with Bobb as well, saying that no.
There could be a kick-on problem here. Because he's starting to have a really nice relationship with Erling, and their national team could actually qualify for something.
Not if Scotland are in the group again.
Well, the point I'm thinking is, rather than having the summer off, they would actually be occupied with competition. So all the Norwegian fans watching the show will be like,
Yes.
yeah, keep Oscar playing, keep him playing well. Yeah.
We want the best for Erling and Oscar, but we also like them having a summer break as well. Attacking-wise, I think we look great. I was impressed with James McAtee in that first half as well. Defensively, though, Keith, little bit questions to be asked.
Well, two similar goals. I think it's that understanding of where you are, where the opposition are, your body position. Are you able to make contact? Are you going to be to make first contact? And again, two similar goals. You have a lot of eyes facing the ball, and not a lot of people being side on. And sometimes, rather than just be there watching play build up, sometimes you think about how can I affect the opposition. You might need to go and get touch tight and stop the other person getting a run and moving off of you. Sometimes it's about giving information to people in front of you, because there's nobody in the middle of the goal but two central defenders, and sometimes you get one of them to come back, and then that allows you to go and get touch tight and make first contact. Two similar goals. You're thinking, well, there was one stage in there when the ball was in the crossing area, the lad who was being taken on the opposite fullback or wide player, the two centre backs were in front of him, and you're thinking that's got to be wrong. Because any sort of movement off of their shoulder, they're going to be still played onside by the man who's defending the ball. So again, this is learning. There's so many coaching points that you can take out of it, and again, for the young players, excellent, because they will be going and seeing the analysts after the game and everything like that, and going through their work there in a game that for them personally matters.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really interesting. Yeah, and I say it's all learning still. It's a completely different back four than we're used to seeing. So
the thing is, there's no fear in making a mistake, and that's the message you try and get to players. If you make a mistake, learn from it, because you're going to make mistakes. I don't think any player's gone through a career and not made a mistake, but it's how you learn from it. Because you think, well, yeah, that's happened once, that's happened twice. That's not going to happen again.
Did you ever make a mistake, David James?
No. Just misjudged.
What did you make of the two goals that City conceded?
Right, what I find what's really interesting here is Chukwueze, in the build-up for that first goal, he did exactly the same for the cross for the goal, which is essentially a, how can I describe it? Almost a dead cross. You know, he's not running with it, and you can see that the cross is building up. You'll see it here, look, he's got all the footwork, gets down to the byline, and when you don't think he's got that cross there, defensively, if you go and try and block the cross, he's going to cut inside, get down to the byline, then get another cross in or even a shot. Eventually, when he puts the cross in again, the ball is dead. Everything about it is very difficult defence, and it is becoming more trendy. And for those who watch the Euros, and again, it's a wonderful thing about football, isn't it, at the moment? There's a similar cross there. Yamal, I think he was 16 at the time, maybe he was 17. He was doing it frequently, getting one-on-one with defenders, and rather than taking a touch and then putting the cross in, he was literally kicking a dead ball and putting in a wicked cross. I mean, it's a skill that's been around, but now it's becoming more commonplace and almost trendy. Well, then, as Keith is talking about positional sense from defenders, and you look at Sissoko there, he's got to recognise that that player can do that. And if he wants to be part of Man City's side going forward in Premier League, Champions League competition, then they're going to be coming up against more and more players doing that. So being switched on isn't, oh, he might knock it and cross it. He can cross it from anywhere, at any point. And the quality of the cross we've seen there for the Colombos, both goals, was superb. And a split second of not recognising the danger and someone running in on goal is the difference between not conceding and conceding. So, yes, they're good learning points, but you've got to understand the quality of Chukwueze's crossing and also the quality of the finishing. So, great test, great learning. But you've got, I think it's 3 games now before Wembley. You better learn pretty sharpish.
Hey. Who, in terms of the positives for City in the first half, Keith, any other standout moments, standout players? What good are we taking from the first half?
I think the emergence, like I say, of Oscar Bobb, he's looking as if he's able to control the game and understanding, and then that willingness to drive forward, move forward, get on the end of things there. People, you can see Harlan there saying, "Oh, a little touch inside, I'm in." You're not going to pass it there, are you? You've done the hard work.
Yeah.
You've built it up, and it's one of those great awareness. good understanding where players are around him. That forward, I love forward movements that break the lines of the defence. It makes it very difficult to defend against.
Did you just see him there? And when I mentioned Phil Foden before, this is what we saw Phil Foden do. I say years ago, he's 24 years old. Years ago, he put his arm out and saying, give me the ball. Yeah. And the confidence to be able to go on, it's pre-season, but we've seen this in competitive games. He wants the ball, he's got the ability, he's direct, he's aggressive, the balance, everything about him. I just think he's going to be special.
Very, very exciting. I love the fact that we've got 2 Norwegian players as well, and that our goal was made in Norway. Absolutely, just love that. So always positives that we can take from pre-season games. Now, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, we've had a kit change at half-time. FG will be explaining all very, very shortly. But speaking of kits, you might remember the red and black away kit that we wore in the treble-winning season. And you probably know already, but if you didn't, it was a throwback kit to City's away kit of the 1960s. And that kit was inspired by AC Milan. So lots of links today. So the use of the red and the black away colours comes from the former assistant manager Malcolm Allison's belief that adopting the colours of AC Milan would inspire City to glory. And oh, didn't it work? Didn't it work? City lifted the FA Cup, the League Cup, the European Cup Winners' Cup in 2 seasons while wearing it under Allison. And then, of course, won the treble wearing it under Pep Guardiola as well. So, do we have to thank Milan for giving City the kit that gave us a winning edge? And who knows? How do we feel about that kit? I mean, I absolutely and utterly love that kit. Can kits bring us luck?
Yeah, I never played in the black and red. That's probably why I never won the treble.
That's the only reason. The only reason. Yes.
We had one in, was it 93, was it? 92, 93? We had a black and red one. I've got one at home, I know I have.
Yes, OK.
But I can't think what year it was.
Yeah.
Might have been 94.
OK. Did you feel better in a specific kit, or were you not that fussed?
To be honest, no. My focus was always on the home kit. I love the home kits.
Yeah. Always double blue.
This season's home kit's nice as well.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, do you know what?
And I was on social media today and I saw I'm not sure if it's a kit that's had the sleeves cut off, but the basketball
version.
Yes,
I saw it. Jack was in it.
And yes.
Loved it. It was 94, 95, by the way, that you had one.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I've seen the away kit as well for this season. It's not out yet. And oh, I love that. OK, so we have changed at half-time. Let's go back to FG and find out why we have changed.
Hey everyone, FG here. We're here at SoFi having an amazing time at the City and Milan for Change community football session. This initiative brings AC Milan, Manchester City and Puma together to inspire young footballers in the New York area, harnessing the unifying power of football to uplift communities.
Shaun, Wright-Phillips and Franco Baresi.
Now, I've got something exciting to share. During the first half, you've seen AC Milan and Manchester City in their home kits. Well, get ready for a special half-time surprise. For the second half, AC Milan and Manchester City will both be wearing brand new kits. City will be in their new third kit, launched here in New York City. Milan will be changing into their new away kit, never seen before until they run out at Yankee Stadium for the next 45 minutes. And match-worn shirts from both teams will be auctioned to raise money for New York charities, so keep your eyes out for that.
We have got you all, every single one of you, a ticket for the match Manchester City versus AC Milan. You are all going to the game.
Remember, City and Milan for Change is an initiative to inspire young footballers and uplift communities through football.
And there you have it. So Manchester City will wear the third kit for the second half of the game, and AC Milan will be wearing their new away kit that has never been seen before. So we already have ours on. I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's good. I'm definitely here, but I'm excited to see the players in it, and I'm excited to see the AC Milan new away shirt as well. I love an away shirt. I love a kit. I love a kit launch. Some scenes there from the crowd there. Nice. Lots of blue shirts in the crowd as well. I do like to notice. Spattering of red shirts as well. Lots of blue. Oh, there's a nice classic purple one up there. I like that one. A good variety of City shirts.
It's the New York.
Yes,
shirt
that's a New York City shirt as well. I did see someone in a Liverpool top earlier as well, which was a bit odd, but hey, each to their own. Is there a West Ham top on there as well somewhere?
Well, there's Germany top
Germany,
there.
yeah. All football, all...
And Middlesbrough.
It's Middlesbrough. Oh, my gosh, a Middlesbrough shirt. Middlesbrough shirt in America. Oh, I love this. I'd like to pan around more and try and spot more shirts.
Can I just say, how tall is those kids? They must be massive, because Shaun is, like, really tall, according to him.
If you missed the show before the game, Shaun Wright-Phillips declared himself tall, which is why we're getting all these tall Shaun Wright-Phillips jokes as well. Is that... Oh, yes, very nice, very nice. The new kit there, very nice, with the gold badges. Very, very nice. So, going into the second half, gents, how many changes do you think we're going to see at half-time?
5 at half-time.
OK. Think we'll see Vardiol and Kovacic yet?
I think they'll come on... If they're going to come on, they're going to come on late in the game.
OK.
60, 70 minutes even. Probably 20-minute run-up.
Expecting 5+ changes at half-time, Keith?
Yeah, I think they might give them 45 minutes. I think they would use the half-time to get well warmed up and then give them a good 45-minute blast. I think this is where pre-season now is the strength and conditioning, the analysts, they'll be collating all the players' data, making sure they've hit their targets, what players are approaching the red zones for 45 minutes and everything like that. It's very, very different than what it used to be now.
Rate the drip then, Keith. We're seeing this AC Milan shirt for the first time. What do we think?
Never been really into all white.
It's a horror to wash, by the way. My son's got the Real Madrid kit and it's just stained.
I saw that on social media and I was thinking, how can you allow your son to wear a Real Madrid
and
kit?
An AC Milan kit and an Argentina kit, and he's got a Rochdale kit as well.
OK.
What a variety. Loves a football shirt, that kid. There we go.
See, that's why I've got orange socks on, because Eddie's got an orange kit on.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew
deep down why I had to wear orange.
You're ready.
I knew there'd be a rational reason for it with you, David. Thank you very much. So you can watch the second half, of course, on City Plus, commentary with Alistair Mann and with Michael Brown. We will all be back. I don't think we're having another change. I think we'll still be in these clothes at full time as well. So enjoy the second half. Let's see how many changes. Let's see how many different players we can see. We'll see you in 45 minutes.
Thank you, Natalie. As you mentioned in the studio, 2 sets of players have come out wearing different kits from the ones who were wearing in the first half. White shirts for AC Milan, the sort of maroon-looking shirts that Natalie was wearing inside the studio for the Blues. At the moment, we're trying to work out if any players have been changed as well as shirts.